How did you get the name, and why did you decide to share your talents with the world instead of just keeping it for your own personal collection?
Well, number one, to answer the first question, Mr. CEO came about. If I tell you, you just got to believe me, okay? The name literally, well, the definition of the name, rather, the definition of the name came in a dream, right? Because even before in the fashion industry, also, I've always been an entrepreneur. I've had different businesses and stuff. But the one thing for sure is that I always was in a suit, right? And they used to call me CEO, just like that. My old friend Barry, he used to always call me CEO because no matter where I go, whoever it is, whatever the event, whoever I'm meeting, I'm always in a suit. Nobody, people would not recognize me if they saw me in the street and I was not wearing a suit. So I remember I was just sitting there one day, and as I start to get into the fashion thing more and more, and I said, Mr. CEO, that it has a ring to it, Mr. CEO. And then I just started branding it, out in the public. I started having people call me Mr. CEO. If somebody asked me, what's your name? They call me Mr. CEO. And people just started calling me Mr. CEO. But if you hear Mr. CEO, you were thinking Chief Executive Officer, right? That's what CEO stands for. But then I'm like, no, I could not do that, especially if I want to trademark the brand and stuff. It's probably not going to work. So one day, again, I was asleep, and I always have my little folder thing where, I'm always jotting down notes, my journal and stuff like that. And in the middle of the night, literally, as I'm sleeping, and a dream came to me, and something just said in my head, confidence, elegance, and original. I was in deep sleep. I promise you that I woke up right then and there, grabbed my pen right next to me in my dream. I'm like, that's it. Confidence, elegance, and original. And I wrote it down. And immediately I woke up, I had the logo. I just had everything just, when you're excited about something, you just started running 100 miles an hour. And I came up with the name, and I kept it to myself, before I put it out to the public. Because in business, they tell you, you work in silence, and then you put everything out when you're all said and done. And that's exactly what I did. And, I got the name, I registered the company, my trademark, the brand and everything. And then I put it out to the world as Mr. CEO. And every time they ask you, well, CEO, I'm like, yeah, confidence, elegance, and original. And you see the person like, oh, wow, yeah, that's nice. I like that. I'm like, well, that's all three aspects of our brand. We want you to feel confident when you put on your suit. Elegance, listen, the spotlight has to be on you. Original, that's why we try to be. It's to be original